Hello everybody, it's Mac here, and today I'm going to be talking about the update that will be coming to Battlefield Hardline in the next couple days. So recently I saw a post on the Battlelog forums, and it was posted by Sasser, who is the lead multiplayer designer on Battlefield Hardline. And he talked about some new changes that will be coming out to Battlefield Hardline. And if you want to go check out the picture, then I'll have a link in the description if you want to go read on this. Now, they don't have an exact date on when this will come out. So the first weapon that is nerfed is the K-10. Now, the K-10 has gotten its bullet damage reduced to 33 damage per shot, which makes it a 4-shot kill now. If you don't know what the K-10 is, it's a PDW that fires at 1,200 rounds per minute. It used to do 34 damage, and I haven't really used the K-10 too much in Battlefield Hardline yet, but I have heard tons of people saying that it needs to be nerfed. Now, I don't know how big this nerf will be. I mean, whenever you're considering an extra shot to kill on a weapon that shoots at 1,200 rounds per minute, that isn't that big of a deal. Like, you know, especially in hardcore, that's my one problem with this, is that in hardcore, this is still going to be a 2-hit kill up close with a weapon that's 1,200 rounds per minute. I think something else should also be nerfed. Maybe the magazine size, maybe turn it down to 20. I mean, maybe they could make the reload times longer. The Sega and the PTR now have reduced recoil to bring more in line with cop faction DMRs. Now, I bought the PTR and I wasn't a big fan of it. I probably need to buy like a better sight for it. I just wasn't that big of a fan of the PTR, but the Saiga was pretty good whenever I used it. Maybe that was just because my accuracy was on point. I don't know how good like the SOCOM is and all those weapons are for the cop faction. Now, the HCAR and the HK51 have reduced recoil to bring more in line with the SCAR H and the SA58. This is amazing to hear. And I was trying to use the HK51 in Battlefield Hardline recently, and I just didn't really like it. It just wasn't that great, honestly. The 410 Jury now has increased damage per pellet to become more effective. I have not actually used the 410 Jury. I haven't unlocked it yet in the full game. But in the beta, I was just using it for a little bit. I didn't really like it. It just didn't feel like a shotgun. It barely ever got a one-hit kill. It just wasn't that great. So next, the FMG9 and the M45 now have increased damage per round to 25 and push out fall-off damage to make these weapons more effective. So that's pretty nice. I haven't actually used the FMG9. I haven't unlocked it yet. I need to start getting on those syndicate assignments and stuff. But just those tier 4 reputation. Battle rifle minimum damage has been increased to 25 damage across the board. So this means that any battle rifle at the minimum damage at the farthest distance that you can kill an enemy will be 25 damage, which will make it a 4-shot kill, which is amazing to hear, especially with a gun like the SCAR H or the SA58 or the HK51, where they have only 20 rounds in a magazine. Next is that the AKM minimum damage has been reduced to 24, so this will mean that it's going to be a 5-hit kill at longer distance, which I guess is pretty cool. I've always had a problem with the AKM being in the operator class and not being like a battle rifle, even though it's in a lot of ways almost as good as a battle rifle. I may make a video on that, because if you look at the AKM compared to a lot of the battle rifles, and maybe that's just because the battle rifles are underpowered. I don't think that the AKM's overpowered. So I may make a video on that, just talking about that. But yeah, the AKM minimum damage has been reduced to 24 damage at a longer ranges. I don't know how many people actually use AKM at longer distances. But that is nice to hear. Now, this patch hasn't gone live yet, and they may make a few changes. So just keep that in mind. I'll update you guys whenever if they do make a few more changes to this. I'm really looking forward to this. The balance in Battlefield Hardline has been kind of weird. I mean, some weapons are just so good, some weapons are just so bad. They didn't actually nerf too many weapons. I mean, they kind of only nerfed the AKM and the K-10. I think the M16 and M416 need a nerf. I have heard that some people don't really like the 300 knockout because of its damage. I haven't used it yet. Overall, I don't know what they're gonna do with nerfing weapons. I mean, if you look, I haven't used the M16 just because I don't really want to use the overpowered weapons, honestly. Or what weapons people consider to be overpowered. So let me know your thoughts on these patches, on these patch notes. If you want to check out the, the forum post, then you can check that out in the description as well. So hope you enjoy. Feedback's always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.